What was I gonna say?
By the way, I wonder how this will show up on recording because like I can see on my second monitor, the big one that I'm playing the game through. I can see the game on that. When I look down at the laptop, it's just black.
That's weird.
That's how dark it is.
Have you? Do you need to be playing a game with two monitors? The only reason I ask is because doesn't that tax your resources? Doesn't that make the frames more limited, etc.?
Yes, because that's how I'm recording it. Because I'm
Oh,
not
you have
recording
to.
yeah, I don't record the game on the laptop.
Ah, okay.
I have I have the laptop hooked up to my Elgato that I record the console games with,
Oh,
and so
all right.
basically just means that I don't have to fuck around with like additional settings and shit because that actually like I tried, and it takes the PC or it takes the laptop more than this.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. In a way, kind of similar to what you were doing with setting up the server for Conan for us, Alex. Is that right?
Yeah, I had a second computer running that.
I should look into whether I can do that, because I'd still like to play that with you guys again. I guess there's no reason I couldn't do it.
Well, you have to go. You remember, you have to go through a lot of stuff with port forwarding.
I remember you did. I wonder if that's universal or if you got unlucky.
To run a server, you have to port forward. The issue that I ran into is that I can't port forward with the internet service provider I have right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know if that was a specific thing to your circumstances or the same thing.
Hunt!
You're kidding.
Hunt!
No, that is correct. I can see it.
Hunt!
I'm in a truck.
I'm nowhere near it, so I guess I'm okay.
I'm nowhere near it either, I suppose, but fuck.
Up here on the second floor, I had no evidence of anything going on. That's weird.
Addy, what's our sanity at?
Average is 74. Yours
Demon.
77 or so.
I was gonna say, sounds like demon.
Just leave, it's demon.
Maybe we should just call it demon and go. Because I haven't even found the damn room yet.
Me neither.
Fuck! I was looking forward to exploring this.
Oh, it also was kind enough to shut off the fuse box.
I just saw that.
Alright, I circled Demon.
Demon Sawa.
I was about to say Demon Wayans.
Wow, yeah, that really kind of has to be the demon then, doesn't it?
Yep.
Wow, look at that. 0 to fucking 100. Just nothing to a hunch. Yeah, that definitely sounds like demon.
Yeah, I think this was one of those magical cases where the demon turns out to be the easiest ghost. We had no fucking clue where the ghost room even was.
No, I never found even super cold temperatures in any room. Not even freezing, just not even cold temperatures. It was like 50s to 60s everywhere I went.
I have circled demon.
And it went, yeah, definitely. I have as well. You, Eddie?
Yeah, I have. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
This will be our fastest prison investigation ever.
Yeah, I'd have to say so. Now, it could have also been the mimic, but I'm willing to take the risk.
Yeah, I'm willing to take that risk too.
Yeah, I'm not going. If the hunts have begun before we even found the fucking room, come on.
Yep, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's the shade.
It was, in fact, the demon. It'd be hilarious if it was the shade.
It would fly in the face of all logic.
It would, yeah. Really, really unusually angry shade.
Like, if it was the shade, I would immediately start accusing one of you two of having immediately gone for the cursed object and deliberately forced a hunt.
The cursed object was actually even the only thing I got a picture of. I was able to do nothing in that map. But I like that, though. That makes it fun that it's like, okay, something's happening, let's get out.
Total time
I like
investigating, that. 7 minutes on the prison.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, pretty good. But I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, I wondered that. I thought the hunt was going on for forever. I couldn't open the damn door. Right, I forgot demons have double the hunt duration. It was 40 minute. 40-second hunt instead of 20 second. Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, demon's a rough and tumble ghost. No fucking around.
Yep, at the same time, he kind of fucks himself sometimes like he just did there.
Do we even know what room he was, like, relatively in? Do we know, like, what side of the prison or even what floor?
No.
Wow.
Let me check.
That's crazy.
Bedroom
yeah.
A. Oh, that's the bone. Never mind.
Uh-huh.
That ghost never saw us, and yet he's gonna get exorcised.
It feels that way, yeah. I mean, I like I said, where I was on the second floor near the offices that we're always in, checking the fuse box up there, and I didn't hear the door, the lights didn't flicker, I didn't hear the sound of the ghost. Like, I had no clue. If you wouldn't have said anything, I would have not known.
The only reason I knew is because I was going back to the lobby to check the upstairs offices area.
Wow.
And I saw that the lobby door was closed, and that's why I shouted Hunt. Now, in fairness, come to think of it, that only works if Pink's not on the team, because Pink would have shut the front door behind
He
him.
would have.
See, the funny thing to then is that, like, just before you started shouting Hunt, I left the building to go back to the truck for something. I forget what. So the demon was standing next to the door, saw me leave, and just shut the door.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not losing the rest of them.
No, he had to make sure that the super validated one left.
It has no strength compared to the super validated one. It's weak to that one.
He has the power of the Mega Pope. I have to get him out of the picture.
The super validated. Like, Addy just sees the hunt begin, and Addy's like, the game is afoot.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
We just see Addy, like Bruce Lee, jump karate kicking across the halls.
Yeah, like randomly, there's like a low chance of one of the investigators spawning in with the Van Helsing class.
That'd be kind of neat.
Oh, I gotta mention real quick.
Ghost Hunter.
I did, out of curiosity, I think I'd mentioned to you guys before, like a year ago when it was actually coming out, that they made a Dragon Ball knockoff of Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I actually, it was free on PlayStation, so I played it for just a few matches. Definitely fun, had some interesting ideas, also had some issues, but one of the ones that really stuck out to me was that one of the items you can pick up, like, the gimmick is, okay, do you guys want to ready up so I can talk during the loading screen?
Actually, I was going to ask, can we do prison again?
Sure.
Since we didn't get to. Yeah, I like that app, and we don't get it too often. Thanks.
Yeah, I also like prison.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's a fun one. Something different.
But Dragon Ball is a manga, anime, cartoon, whatever you want to say, that generally is known for being about big fights between super heroic guys and super villainous guys. But it's also kind of a recurring thing in Dragon Ball that usually whatever the villain is gets introduced massacring a bunch of innocent civilians long before they fight the hero. So from there, I guess the Dragon Ball licensees were like, well, what if we just had a Dead by Daylight game where instead of playing the heroes fighting against the villains, you play the innocent civilians that were getting massacred before the heroes show up?
Oh, wow, okay. So it's an asymmetrical where you're playing some randos going against the super god?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, go ahead.
8 survivors against the killer.
8 survivors. Interesting. Okay, what do you have to do as you're hoping to avoid being killed?
There were 3 objectives you could achieve, and this is where I thought it was interesting. One objective is from the start of the match. Okay, so the killer, let me explain really quickly. The killer is a little bit different. The killers have what is called evolution as a mechanic. And for most of the killers, that means not only killing the civilians, but also eating them.
Is this true to Dragon Ball lore? The bad guys eat the civilians?
Several
At least
of them,
one of them,
yes.
yes.
2 of them.
All right.
2 of them, and then one of them will suck their life force out into a jar to try and rebirth like an old god.
This sounds like some like yokai type of stuff, like the actual tradition, not Phasmophobia yokai, but like the actual like traditional Japanese crazy ghost stuff.
Yeah, that's
sounds like it's based on real folklore. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, and the killer starts at a weak stage 1, except for there's one killer who already starts partially evolved, but the other 5 killers all start at, like, really poopy early stage 1. That can vary, that can vary from, like, kind of weak, but still a big threat to the survivors, to, oh, if the survivors run into you, they can kill you.
Oh, okay. Well,
but there are NPC civilians around the map that you can kill and eat, as well as if you kill a player, you can eat them. And, one of the other ones gets evolution points from taking damage. or something like that. You evolve down the stages and you get stronger, which means you don't, unless the killer player is playing that killer who starts off already evolved, you don't get that issue that you so often have in Dead by Daylight, Mike, where you just from the jump get killed by the killer and like, oh, it's done.
It can happen.
So I did think that was neat. And the survivors have 3 things they can do to win. One is just simply kill the killer, which, like I said, there is the killer can start off baby shit weak mode, so that's probably the best time to do it. But the other mode is, so get this, the map is divided up into 6 sectors. There's a center sector, which has no objectives in it in the early game. And then there's 5 surrounding sectors, each of which has a key that needs to be collected. If you set the key up in the center of the map, once all 5 keys are set up across the map, they set up a time repair machine in the center of the map, because the gimmick is that it's like a temporal warp has caused villains that are long dead to come back, right? So you set up the time repair machine, that'll send them back to their own time, where they then presumably get killed at the appropriate point in time like they're supposed to. However, for each evolution level that the killers get, and yes, this is complex, I did think that was a definite issue the game had. For each
I was going to say, I'm trying to follow.
Yeah, for each evolution level the killers get, they can destroy a part of one of the sectors of the map.
Oh, okay, that's different.
They just straight up blow it up.
Okay.
It's
and obviously it's no longer in play at that point.
Yes, and you can't set up the key there, though the first one, if you do, it'll just make it where, like, okay, well, now I only need to set up 4 keys, right?
Okay.
If they do it twice, the time repair machine is no longer a possibility.
Huh.
And the key spots will now be replaced by individual time machines that say, okay, we can't send the killer back to his own time, just leave. And it's like basically individual hatches.
Yeah,
so,
okay, yeah, sorry, I found the room, by the way.
Where is it?
Bottom floor, towards the cafeteria, but to the right, before you head into the cafeteria.
Okay.
If you come in, let me know whenever you happen to be near, and I'll show you where it's at.
Yeah, one of the officers watching over the cafeteria. I turned the lights on one of those in the last game, and happened to find my way back there from the cafeteria.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
can see you. But
yeah, right in here.
I'm lost.
This is an easy place to get lost in. If you,
I know where he's lost at, so I'll go back for him in a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, let me turn on the light in here. I'll set up.
All right. Yeah, we have 33 degrees.
Okay, I'm gonna go back for Addy. So, yeah, so by that point, you're left with either just get hatch or kill the killer, and considering the killer's is pretty well at his strongest at that point, good luck with that. And what I find interesting there is that they're simultaneously, like, with Dead by Daylight, it's not really a binary win-lose, right?
Well, I guess yeah, not necessarily. It definitely depends. The win conditions are definitely subjective.
Yeah. Like, the killer, no, like, can technically, it could be considered a loss if he gets a 0K, which, God help him. But a 1K is still considered a win. And for the survivors, you can be the sole survivor, only one that lived on your team. Everyone else died. That's still a win.
Yeah, for you, yes. Not so much for the other guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. Are you here? Wait, oh, the lights are on. Are you here?
Slips away.
Ah,
Slips away.
I thought I heard that.
Yep, so I have.
Sanity is probably not so great, so I should... Oh, 26.
Shit, I was just... 26?
Freezing temps.
All right, knocking them out already. So, don't look for dots. Everything else still on the table.
Yep. But what was I going to say? Yeah, if the time repair machine gets hit, then even the survivors that are dead get to consider it a win. If the time machine is fucked, then the killer by that point pretty well gets a win. All the survivors he kills from that point are just icing, the ones that don't get hatch. So I did think that was all fairly neat, but yes, the primary issue with the game is like, holy fuck, this is complex.
It does sound that way, yeah. I mean, if the gameplay itself is fun, then oh, the bone's in here too. Weird. That's unusual.
Huh.
And the lights just turned off. It hit the fuse, didn't it? Okay, yeah, it did. Door opened and no handprints. And with this fucking UV fucking flashlight of God, I think I would have seen them if they're gonna be on there. I'll still keep checking though. Actually, I'll leave this here and then go hit the fuse.
Okay, it can't be dots. So let's see. I'll take. Somebody's
I took
already
an
taken
EMF.
UV and salt. So it's EMF. Okay. Well, I'll take a camera in.
Yeah, I dropped mine to be
Yeah,
able to bring in the salt.
I just came back in to bring some other shit because like I don't know.
Some emotional support.
Yeah. It does get like that sometimes when you go back to the truck. Like, okay, I better grab some things so I can be useful to the team. Nothing in the truck, and it's like, oh well. Now I can't
Yeah, that
help.
happens.
Now I have no choice but to be useless. I will say one thing I did think was neat was that the killer and survivor are definitely higher powered in that game.
Yeah, survivors in DBD are pretty defenseless. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing offensive.
Give Bill a gun. It's easy.
Yeah. The survivors, yeah.
Ace Visconti can now do like shuriken tricks with his cards.
Like Gambit? I can't believe
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
making a superhero reference.
Yeah,
Joker also
it's,
does it sometimes.
Oh.
but instead of blowing up, they deal no damage.
Yeah.
That's about as useful as his perks are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And by
What
the
a
way, the
tasty
survivors.
looking donut over here. There's a donut that looks really perfectly cylindrical, and it's got, I don't know, it's just a good looking donut prop. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to say the last big survivor feature I could think of is that, like, when
Oh,
they're
wait,
surviving.
sorry, don't mean to interrupt you, but ghost riding. We're done.
Oh, all right. So that is Moroi.
Oroy. That, okay, well, that's 2 fast prison escapades. All right, I'll take it.
Oh, hey, two
All right.
challenges: parabolic microphone and EMF.
Oh, we got them already?
No, we haven't yet.
Oh, we still have yet to do them. Okay.
Which, Addy, do you have the EMF?
Yes.
Just leave it
I
in the
have
room.
the
It'll
EMF.
go off on its own eventually.
All right, I have the EMF and I also have the parabolic microphone.
Oh,
You and me, I've got another parabolic. You and me will just stand outside the room until one of us hears something.
All right.
and Alex, if you do still have the camera, if not, that's okay. But if you do, grab a picture of the bone and the book. And
I do not.
Grab the bone. Oh, you don't. Okay. Then just grab the bone. It's over by in the corner where there's a donut on the table. You'll see it. It's a
Oh, I
little
got
pellet
EMF.
bone. Yeah, you did.
I
Yep,
heard him.
challenges are done.
Oh, you heard him?
Yeah.
All right, well, if one of us wants to go back and get the photo of the bone, we will be...
You know,
Benito.
I'll do it because there's also the picture of the book. So it's like, why not spend a few more seconds to get a few more bucks, 20 more bucks.
Did we get cursed object?
Oh yes, yeah, we did. Music box.
Yeah, I'll be yoinking that.
Okay. Got to take all the souvenir cursed objects. We have to be some really cursed people at this point. We're not using them all, but man, we built up a collection. That can't be good.
Why do you think I couldn't see?
Yeah. It's fine, though, if we validate files afterwards, we get super validated.
Yeah.